Okay in there? God, I'm sorry. That's a huge cloud.
That was kind of awesome.
Look at the car. Look at how it shines for you. It was all yellow. No?
No,
I
I
just thought
think
of
that's
that.
very good.
I wasn't pondering that this morning.
That's good.
It is yellow.
It is. They took leftover supply from Highlighter,
Right.
and they're like, "Oh, nobody wants lime green anymore.
Yeah.
We'll take it."
Grabber yellow. Good for the YouTube thumbnail though.
Yeah,
Not
good
necessarily,
for nighttime visibility.
Right. Not great for running from the cops. Good for the YouTube thumbnail. It's the Mach-E Rally, folks. Hooah!
We've been kind of excited about this car.
No. I'm not. I'm in jest, but like, yeah. Actually, I am excited. Guys, just a heads up. In today's video, this car is going to get dirty, and when it does, I'm gonna clean it with the Fantic V8 Apex vacuum. I always keep one in the kit. It's lightweight, it's powerful, it's portable. It's got so many different attachments. You can clean any surface in your car with it. It's an absolute must-have for someone who's on the road a lot, or maybe someone in your life that's on the road a lot, or someone that's obsessed with a clean car. The V8 Apex and its little brother, the V10 Mix, are on Amazon Black Friday special at 30% off, but you can save an extra 10% using our code in the video description. Get the V8 Apex or the new V10 Slim Mix using the link in our video description. We've got a special price for you guys because we appreciate you so much, and thank you to Fantic for sponsoring today's video. We have a lot of Mach-E experience.
Yeah.
I personally probably have more Mach-E experience than any other automotive journalist because we had a long-termer that we put 30,000 miles on. We also drove the all-wheel drive long-range premium.
Mm-hmm.
I owned the rear-wheel drive long-range premium. We drove the GT.
Yep.
And now we have this one, the Rally. And the Rally is actually a package for the GT. It's GT with Rally package.
It's okay.
So it's $6,500 on top of a regular GT.
Right, so it's an option on the GT.
Correct.
It's not its own trim line.
Which means that you can't get it on a rear-wheel drive one,
right.
Which is, in my opinion, a bummer. But the price of the GT has come down, though, since we drove the GT. When we had a GT for Road and Track Performance Car of the Year, it was a $74,000 car.
Ooh.
It's now a $55,000 car.
It dropped by $20,000.
Dropped a lot. Yes, and this one, the Rally package is $6,500. This one also has Blue Cruise, which is $2,100. So this one is $63,000. Now, that's actually not bad. It's pretty good value, believe it or not, and we'll get to that in a bit. But the rear-wheel drive long range is $44,000, and
huge
that's
difference.
the real value if you don't need the all-wheel drive. So what is the Rally? Well, you get magnetic ride shocks like the GT, but tuned for comfort, which is what we asked for.
But it's the same hardware?
Same hardware.
Wow.
Tuned for comfort.
That really shows the breadth of ability of the Mag Ride.
It's not exactly the same hardware. It is 0.8 inches taller, so it's got a little more travel. Also, the wheels have a little more sidewall with these Michelin Cross Climate 2 tires, which look like they look almost like snow tires.
Yeah, or like paddle tires.
Yeah. But supposedly they last a long time and they have good grip in bad weather or loose surface, and pretty solid efficiency and pretty solid grip in the dry. You also get white Rally wheels. No matter what color you buy, your wheels are white, which is a choice. Or I should say it's
not a choice. It's a choice by Ford.
Right. Just like the GT, 91 kilowatt hour usable battery pack, all-wheel drive, and a little power bump from the GT. We're talking about 487 all-wheel horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. Ooh. It's a lot. 5,000-pound car, but that's still quite a lot of power. And they put some skid plates over the motors to protect them, as if anybody's really going off-roading in this thing. You also get the GT's interior, which means Alcantara on the doors. These upgraded seats, which are fantastic.
They're much better than the normal ones.
They are.
Yeah.
They're very good. And the range estimated for this car is 250 miles. Now, I drove up here from home. It was about 62 miles, used 22% of the battery. And in terms of our efficiency, where are we? Trips, let's see. I have driven 268 miles in this car, and I'm averaging 2.7 miles per kilowatt hour, which is not bad, actually. It's pretty good.
Do you recall what you normally used in your car?
The rear-wheel drive car is better. The rear-wheel drive car with the same battery pack can do 305 miles real world. So I would prefer a rear-wheel drive car. I don't need all-wheel drive. Having said that, we've got our drive modes, Whisper, Engage, and Unbridled. They dropped the D. In mine, it was Unbridled.
Right, because that's past tense. Now you're unbridled.
It's you're actively unbridled.
Shouldn't it be unbridling? You're unbridling the car. You're letting the Mustang free.
I don't know. It's dumb. But here we go.
We're going to engage right now.
We're going to start in Engage, and then we'll do Unbridle. In the GT, the suspension settings were the same no matter the drive modes. I think it's the same in this one.
It's just
we'll
fixed.
We'll see if it goes a little firmer. Wheel spin. You get wheel spin. And as we've seen with cars like the 911 Dakar and other safari-type cars, powerful cars on worse tires is fun.
It's actually more fun.
It's more fun.
It gets you to the limit at lower speeds.
Yeah. And right away, you don't have to go very far or very fast to know that these shocks are the jam.
I think when we first dropped this off, I rode in it with you for like 5 minutes, and I was like, this thing rides pretty much perfect for the price point, for what the car is. And the GT was shockingly stiff.
Bad. It was bad.
And not just LA roads. I know LA roads are terrible, but in the canyons, over little bumps, big bumps, it just felt like way too much spring and just not enough ground clearance.
Right.
Wheel travel. And this thing is just like floats and manages. Yeah. It's great.
So this has travel, it has body control, and it has really, really smooth ride.
Yeah.
It's great in the city. It's great on the highway, and it's actually pretty good up here. The handling is held back by the tires, but I don't mind the low grip tires. I think it's fun.
Flat in the corner.
Now let's go to Unbridle, and we'll see if it gets stiffer.
Yeah.
Hey, Wilbur, here's this bump.
Oh.
You know, I think it's still good.
I mean, that bump is hard. We're going fast. The back moved a little bit. I mean, to absorb that whole bump, I think we need trophy truck.
Right. This is a very bumpy road. That's why we've chosen this road. And this suspension dials out a lot of it.
Well, and for people, like, you might not be able to see, but there is a crack across this road every 3 feet.
Yeah.
It's just and they seal it and everything, but on sports cars, we would hear every crack. Especially, it's a lot of like, dig. And this, I'm not feeling any of it. No. I'm not even hearing much of it.
No, it's great. Now, with the all-wheel drive Mach-E's, the steering is heavier with all of them. The rear-wheel drive cars have better steering than the all-wheel drive cars. And that's part of the reason that I just would love these shocks and these seats on a rear-wheel drive long range. Call it the LX. Please give me that. Or let me build one for SEMA. I don't even care if anybody else can get one. I just want one.
That's a great idea. Build one for SEMA,
right,
and then test the market, and then hopefully they'd build it. You know,
yeah,
the LX.
Build a SEMA car that has no visual changes.
Yes.
That's going to be perfect.
Yeah, they're really going to love that pitch.
Yeah.
It's going to be the slower one, Ford, and it's just going to have the good suspension. It is old man spec.
You know, is this thing an Ioniq 5N? No, it's not. But I actually don't need it to be. I don't really care. Driving it around the city, I miss mine. I miss having a really usable, straightforward, legible, clear, easy, wants nothing back electric car. Now combined with this ride and this body control, I go, oh, this is the best one. It's so good.
It is very good.
Look, Zach,
a
big
lot.
Dirt patch. Let's go in the dirt and turn off traction control and see what happens.
Okay in there? God, I'm sorry. That's a huge cloud. I'm sorry.
A little bit. Oh, look. A golden corral.
Just got hungry. It's time to
Sponsored by Golden Corral.
Let's let the horse eat. So once you go to unbridled mode, you then have a rally sport mode, which I think is probably what we want. And then it alerts you that one pedal drive is turned off, which I can just confirm. My foot is off and we are coasting. And then we want to go to turn off advanced track, our traction control. I've never done this before. I've never driven this on, I've turned off traction control. I've never driven on dirt in a Mach-E before. So.
Right, yeah, we didn't go to the press launch, which they held at Dirtfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was when typhus happened.
Yes.
So this is real time. Are you ready to see how this goes? Vaughn Gittin Jr., our buddy, tuned this. So let's see. Oh, hello. Oh, Habibi.
That's so legit.
Hang on a second.
Glass bottle.
Yep, I see. Whoa, all right, whoa, hang on. Brake, lift, turn. Wow! Dude, that is
legitimate.
That is extremely legit. That is instant oversteer. Look, and throttle.
That feels pretty rear-wheel drive.
That is
bias.
Unbelievable. Look, this is a half second. Half second off. Half second off. Transition.
All right.
The transitions.
Yeah. This is the best EV if you live in the snow. Holy moly.
Dude, flipping a roo. Look at this.
That's awesome.
Bro.
Wow.
Zach.
That is so proper.
Zach, this is a good car.
Wow. It's really soaks. This is a good bump test of the bumps and everything, but like it rides really nice. This is not at all a smooth lot.
Awesome.
Dude, that's really impressive.
Ford Vaughn Gittin Jr. Nicely done.
Man,
one more time and then Zach gets to have a go. Dude, look at the transition. Ready?
Incredible.
And lift, transition. Back on, tightens.
Yeah.
Through the cloud, transition.
Dude,
transition.
This is amazing.
Yo, this car dynamically on dirt, this may be the best driving dirt car I've ever driven.
I am speechless.
This transition's better on dirt than the 911 Dakar.
Well, is that because there's instant torque?
Yeah! But also, you need no space to rotate it. It doesn't go wide.
Yeah.
When you smash the throttle, it turns tight. Right?
I wonder if it's pulling a little in the front and then overdriving outside rear. Because you're right, it doesn't do that thing STIs do where it starts to spin, pull, and then rotate it.
Right.
It just turns around.
There's no
cable.
understeery all-wheel drive push, and when the powertrains aren't mechanically linked together, that's when you could do that.
Right, because they have all the control.
Right.
So it's the same control they have for road course stuff, like Lucid, where it's like, oh, a little here, a little there. Same thing here, but they can just make it do what it wants. That's amazing.
So sick. All right, you want to try?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let you try, but I mean, I'll let you.
Right.
Of course, you're going to try, but we'll end the video here because you get it. But that was like the first 7 minutes of this video. I was like, this car's great. Now I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, we're gonna get one of these now.
This car is so sick.
And before we should talk about the price a little bit, because it's like, this is a lot of money over what someone might need.
It makes sense.
But
it makes sense. It's cheaper than an Ioniq 5N.
Yeah.
Ioniq 5N does have if they put the gears in this, you'd have the best car of all time. This is a fantastic package, and getting to drive one on a loose surface really, really demonstrates the work that's gone into it.
Yeah.
If you're just gonna drive on tarmac, you can appreciate the ride quality, and you can appreciate the seats and the build quality. But if you're gonna drive in snow, if you're gonna drive in rain, if you're gonna drive in dirt, you're gonna appreciate a lot more than that.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Exceptional. I get to drive one at Performance EV of the Year for Road and Track.
You're not gonna be on the track the whole time.
That's gonna be dirty.
You're gonna cut all the apexes.
It's gonna be so dirty. Yeah. Thanks to Ford for letting us have one for a week. I'm really glad I asked. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.
Cool.
Drifty, Zach?
Oh, absolutely.
And remember,
Always fight your tickets on the Off the Record app available in the Android and iOS store, or go to offtherecord.com/TST.